Curriculum Review. If this is your first time with me, thank you for joining me. And I am a homeschooling, homesteading Christian mama of 6 little ones. I have a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11-year-old. And if you want to see 5th and 4th grade and kindergarten reviews and tot school, check out one of my other videos at the end. So let's start with Masterbooks math. Okay, so maybe by now you've heard me talk about it, but I love that Masterbooks is Charlotte Mason inspired. They have these beautiful stories about Charlie and Charlotte that build throughout the years of math, and it shows, I mean, it really is a living math. It shows you how Charlie and Charlotte use math in their everyday lives to solve problems. And, it answers that time-old question of am I ever going to use this in real life? Yes, because Charlie and Charlotte do. So it is beautiful. It has vibrant colored pictures. Masterbooks is an evangelical Christian company, so it is biblically based. It incorporates scripture and just sweet moments with Charlie and Charlotte, obeying their parents, virtue and character. Love all of that. What I was left wanting with Masterbooks is maybe some of the more self-teaching in the older grades. I found myself teaching a lot on new concepts, like they weren't thoroughly introduced. However, while I am changing my curriculums for older grades so they can be a bit more self-taught as they move on, my younger grades, we're going to keep Masterbooks because it is beautiful and I do love it. And these younger grades, while they're still learning how to read well and kind of all that stuff, I'm happy to sit down and spend extra time with them. Whereas my older children, I feel like they are more than capable of reading a good lesson and doing the lesson. They shouldn't need as much of my help by the time they get to 6th grade. So, but in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, definitely love Masterbooks. I'm definitely happy to sit down and read all of the stories with them. I love Masterbooks math, and like I said, I will continue to use this for next year for 2nd grade. So loved it for 1st grade, definitely recommend it. Okay, in English 1st grade, we used BJU. So this is their Phonics and English 1 workbook. Now, I told you my 4th and 5th grader hated BJU. So they're not going to be using it anymore, and we probably won't use it for older grades anymore. However, in younger grades, I really enjoyed it in the younger grades, and my children really enjoyed it in the younger grades. The pictures are colorful and vibrant, and like I've said in other videos, if you are going to a private Christian school or a charter school, they're probably going to use BJU because it's so thorough and it's beautiful. Little songs in it. Really, I mean, it's Christian. I loved the younger years. By the time they get to 4th grade, though, I regret using it in 4th and 5th grade. So by the time they get to 4th or 5th grade, I will be switching. And maybe I want to go ahead and switch those younger grades so that it flows better into those older grades. I don't know. Because like I said, my kindergartner and 1st grader really loved it. So I hate to take that from them. So I probably will be using it in 2nd grade. I haven't decided. I might not be. So you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. But 1st grade, I highly recommend BJU for 1st grade. Like I said, it is thorough. It covers all the state standards. It builds on each other. It really covers each concept well. And it helps you with the phonics. This particular book, what I didn't like about it, it just fell apart. My older kids' books didn't do that. I don't know why this one. So this is the 1st grade one. Here's my son's, let's move this. My son's 4th grade book. It's got the holes in it, which we love because we snap it into his little binder, which they like. And it didn't fall apart. Anyways, this was the 2nd edition. This is the 3rd edition. Maybe they changed something. So 4th grade, I like the book. I don't like the content, but I like the structure better. So 1st grade just fell apart. Maybe that's for making copies or something. They just, fall apart. But that was a challenge for my 1st grader because she was always like, it's falling apart. My pages are falling on the ground. So maybe you want to rip it apart and put it in folders each week. Anyways, so yeah, definitely highly recommend BJU for 1st grade. Okay. In 1st grade, we continue Explode the Code. she's worked well past this one now, but I think we started with this one. We love Explode the Code. It teaches phonics so well. It builds on each other. Each book, all the way up to my fourth grader, on my fourth grade curriculum review, he wanted to do the last book, even though he really didn't need it. So they enjoyed it. It says Essential Lessons for Phonics Mastery. So it's so simple, and it's repetitive, and it teaches them different ways to recognize different words. And really love Explode the Code. It's a really good book, and it just builds on each other throughout the years. I really recommend that one. And for our Bible curriculum, we used Enjoying God's Gifts by Positive Action, and I love this throughout the years. And like I've said in other videos, what I love about it is that they are not just regurgitating facts in scripture, which we love, right? You want your children to be able to spit out that scripture. However, it teaches more than that. It teaches the character of God and how to build a relationship with Him. It goes into the deeper things, which I really love and appreciate. It says on the back, in this study, first graders will learn about the many gifts given to us by God, including the ultimate gift of His Son, Jesus Christ. With activities to supplement the teacher's manual, this workbook highlights creation, our families, our friends, the work of Christ, and many other examples of God's care. This is a good social studies book because it's teaching you about your family and how they, are incorporated into the world and, social studies. So if you have that state standard of needing to meet a social studies requirement, this can meet that because it teaches about all the different things. But again, like I said, relationship with God, beautiful photos, all the games. Here's one we haven't done, but it's just so colorful and pretty, and it teaches all the things. A lot of put the pictures in order, and because this is first grade, so coloring. It's really good, and it gives them a foundation for the older grades of using this, and I love the older grades. The things that it delves into are good and solid. So this is beautiful. My first grader loved it. I definitely recommend that. And we threw in for her, just as one of those fun books, we got this one from Costco last year, Brain Quest for first graders. It covers phonics, spelling, vocabulary, reading and writing, language arts, sequencing and sorting, math skills, addition and subtraction, shape and measurements, time and money, social studies, and science. It says it aligns with National Common Core standards. So it comes with, this is a mini Brain Quest mini deck, over 150 stickers, and a fold out poster and award certificate as well. So anyways, yeah, it has all these stickers in the back. I guess we didn't really use the stickers, but they're there. So anyways, really like this. The answers are in the back. It's just a good way to make sure that she was learning all the extra things. So in days that she just needed a little break from her regular math book or her regular English book, we just kind of sat down and worked through this a little, and it was really good. And like I said before, we do Charlotte Mason inspired learning. So we sit down together and we do our history as a family. So I have the same history throughout each grade. We use Masterbooks for a living history of our world. They are an evangelical Christian-based company, so it is biblical and sound. It has a continuing timeline and historical pictures. Each chapter starts with a starting point. It has 2 questions to look for in the story. You read the story and look through all the beautiful historical photos, and at the end it has 2 questions giving you the answers from the beginning of what we learned in the story. And my children just enjoy it. We use it at bedtime. We sit down. I think a lot of parents don't like it because they feel like there's so much in there and they have to do all the things, but we just read it like a story. And like I said, my children look forward to it. In the evenings, we just gather together and we read through it. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how deep you go. We end up usually talking about all the things after, because children become philosophers at night, right? When you're trying to get them in bed. So go to bed a little early and read through it. And this is a beautiful way to incorporate history into your curriculum. And guys, beyond that, I incorporated all the arts and crafts and songs and the science kits and activities, and I'll talk more about some of the science things we loved in another video. But that is the core of my first grader's curriculum, and she enjoyed first grade. I am happy for the most part with my choices for her. And until next time, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below. I would love to get to know you and build a community. I genuinely want to get to know you. I love people, and I am interested in your life as well. So please comment, and I would love to chat with you. Until next time, have a blessed week. Bye.
Everything we search a meaning, every part has still